Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh, yeah.
Hello, and you are now tuned in to the only universe mode that matters. I am Christian.
I'm Jesse.
And today, this is the only post show that matters. We're coming off of the fallout of our first pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. Jess, all I gotta say, what a show. What we just did, what we just accomplished, man, the matches were insane. And today we're just going to talk about them, and then we're also going to show the power rankings, the fallout, maybe announce what might be going forward. Jesse already has the next pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. Already in mind. I'll announce it next SmackDown.
Yeah,
because next SmackDown will be very special. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait for SmackDown.
We're anticipating every move after this. And guys, moving forward, you guys are getting a lot of pay-per-views. In 2 weeks, SmackDown. 2 weeks after that, me. 2 weeks after that, SmackDown. 2 weeks after... it's not going to stop. And the way this show started, Brock Lesnar going up against Seth Rollins for the United States Championship. Jesse, what did we witness?
I feel like it was a curveball, and honestly, from the booking of the match, because we told you guys Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins weren't going to kick it off. They were going to main event part one, but nah, we threw a curveball and started off with that, and it didn't disappoint, but the performance we saw from Seth Rollins was the Messiah, the drip god, everything in between. He did amazing.
He brought it all. And he took care of Brock Lesnar fairly quickly.
3 curb stomps.
We did have to get
pedigree.
We had to get accustomed to the no reversal prompts, and we started to as the show went on. And honestly, this was some of my rust rubbing off in this match, and I'm sad I had to give Brock the L because I've been looking so great with him, and I thought he was going to demolish Rollins, but
he looked good on that SmackDown, but couldn't get it done.
That sneaky bastard got away with it. What's next with Rollins?
I mean, bro, you saw after the match. He did throw Brock into those steel steps, and I would imagine Brock wants some revenge after that because you can't do that. Seth Rollins obviously did it for purpose because maybe he wasn't satisfied with the quick win. Maybe he wanted to punish Brock Lesnar even more, and I mean it's gonna bite him in the rear end now because that's not over.
You don't want to wake up the beast. Not that beast.
No, it's definitely not over.
That's gonna be scary.
But what more do you have to prove if you're Seth Rollins? You already beat Brock Lesnar, and probably that was about a 10-minute match, if that. And then you throw him into the steps.
Yeah.
The steel steps.
The pinfall would have been suffice, but yeah, like you said, he's asking for more, and honestly, he might end up getting it. So payback is a bitch. Jesse, then we had it followed up with the incredible triple threat match for the #1 contender shot at Rhea's beautiful Raw Women's belt. And that was with Sasha Banks. That was with Mandy Rose and Dakota Kai. And
Dakota Kai was the MVP of that match.
Honestly, this match could have gone anybody's way. It was the split of hairs. It was the split of hairs, and ultimately what it came down to is Sasha Banks was able to get the bank statement in the middle of the ring, and Mandy Rose wasn't inside. Mandy Rose did not take the fall. Dakota Kai ended up tapping out. And here we go, Sasha Banks and Rhea Ripley.
It's a great match.
That is going to be fun, and I'll let you know. I don't know if it makes the pay-per-view. It might.
I mean, that's a whole month away, I hope.
It might be before.
I mean, maybe you build it up nice.
Let's see. I got to talk to Rhea. I got to see how Sasha feels. We know she's been through a crazy amount of matches as of late, but she's been cooking.
Yeah.
And Sasha Banks has solidified herself as one of the top dogs in the women's division.
Yeah, she's the legit boss and the legit #1.
But Jess, we got to talk about your Elimination Chamber match.
It was the lesser version of yours because your chamber match was insane.
You think? You like mine more?
Yours was insane.
That.
But Randy Orton, man, is my world heavyweight champion. Yes, the gold belt. The most beautiful belt they've ever made.
Why'd you bring that back?
Because SmackDown. I can't say yet.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, I can't say yet.
A little bit behind the scenes because I do like to reward the people that tune into our post show. I wanted to create a Universal Championship belt, and unfortunately, we didn't have enough options. At least ones that we really, really loved.
It was weird too because the last time Christian and I recorded, we saw 2 or 3 titles. We're like, "Yo, this is a nice belt," and we should have downloaded it right then and there.
But
that's our mistake.
It's a good change of plans because Jesse had the idea. He was like, hey, I kind of want the World Heavyweight belt. We can look up some cool WWE designs. And I kind of have an idea anyway. And I love the way my belt looks.
Yeah. But yeah, man, the Elimination Chamber match was crazy. Guys like Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano.
I really wanted to see Gargano and Ciampa have a clash.
So did I.
And nothing. Not a single punch thrown.
Did Gargano get eliminated first? I think so.
Yes.
And Tommaso was probably right after that.
I eliminated Gargano first.
The last three were Drew, Sheamus, and Orton. And they were going crazy.
I wanted to win with Sheamus so bad, and he
I
was
wouldn't have
looking
cared.
so good. But Randy, man, Randy pulled it off, and you were him. That was your surprise. You were holding out. You clearly wanted him to win.
Yes.
You got
and bro, people, ever since I've had Randy Orton, I think in 2K19 or maybe the first season of 2K20, they always have said, you're holding Randy back. And he is now a 15-time world champion.
He looks good.
With that gold belt, he's had it before.
He's had that.
Well, you said it before. He's the youngest world heavyweight champion ever, and he has it for the 15th time, and he's the main champion on Friday Night SmackDown. Starting off this universe.
Was this your favorite SmackDown match of the night? Because I imagine this with Rollins, Brock.
Yeah, definitely the Chamber match.
Shotzi and Charlotte was...
It was a great match. Obviously, you were upset that she lost.
Yeah, first, let's talk about the Tag Team Championships, man. Usos...
Ooh.
I don't know.
This is a good question, bro.
Part 2 was crazy. Part 2 was crazy.
Yeah. Who had match of the night? On both parts.
I guess that's for the fans to decide.
Yeah, let us know down below who had match of the pay-per-view.
I'll put a poll up for sure. I would
say the Chamber.
The men's Raw Chamber.
Yes. The way it played out.
Shotzi and Charlotte was amazing, man.
Yeah.
The tag team match was great. Honestly, the whole second half was pretty stellar.
Mm-hmm.
The tag team match, what we
Probably
saw
a
out of the
30-minute match,
Usos,
easy.
what we saw out of the Usos, and it felt like them and Miz and Morrison were just destined to wrestle together. I mean, I truthfully thought I was going to let that slip away from my hands at one point in time.
I was like, bro, if I get one of these moves off with Miz or Morrison, I might steal this from you.
And you almost did. And obviously it ended with a barrages of Uso splashes and super kicks and everything you can ever imagine from an Usos match. But damn, man, dude, they look good as the champions. I'm glad that they lived up to the hype. But
I'm glad they were made champions because they were in the trade.
True. So they didn't really lose anything like Gargano. But Jesse, Bloodline is kind of missing a little bit of gold up top. We'll talk about that. What a match from the Usos. I'm super excited to see where we can take them.
Definitely the best tag team of the universe.
I'll let you know.
Because my tag team titles are vacant.
Yet to be crowned. Yes, I'll let you know right now. Mustache Mountain will be making their debut on next episode of Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
They will be making their season debut on the next episode of Monday Night Raw, and I got some things I want to see, and I can't wait to see them. And we are going to be held out of some Roman action. Man, I can't wait to talk about that match, but let's talk about the Women's Championship match.
Say what you want to get off your chest, because I know you have a lot to say.
Okay, so let's skip all that, and let's go to the Chamber, because the Men's Raw Chamber was the one I was excited for. Braun Strowman was my big surprise and ended up being the first elimination. But hey, it happens. I think I ended up actually submitting him with Roman.
Yeah.
Right? So it was only right that I did that.
This Roman got one elimination.
Yeah, but man, Roman Reigns, who did look pretty damn good in the match, at the end of the day,
he was messing up Priest too.
He got hit with a few finishers, and the spear. I think I got hit with the Broton, and then the spear within like a minute. So
you were done.
And an unfortunate series of events ended up taking out Roman Reigns, leaving us at the time. You weren't in the match anymore, right?
Yeah, because I got eliminated by Edge too.
So
I got eliminated before you.
We saw a triple threat match with essentially Edge, Bobby Lashley, and Riddle.
Yeah, same thing that happened in my match with Drew, Sheamus, and Orton.
Glued to our seat maybe isn't the word, because we started standing up, we ran.
I got out of my seat.
But the outcome happened, and I was convinced Edge was going to win.
So did I.
I was convinced Edge was going to win.
Yeah.
And then the ultimate opportunist got out opportunized. I don't even know how to say it.
Outworked, outdone, outperformed. Riddle, bro.
Matt Riddle, and it ultimately ended up being him and Lashley. And
there was a sequence during the match where Riddle, I think, missed
oh my God.
a grapple move, and then he started to charge his finisher, and then he missed.
Yes,
yeah, bro.
the reverse was sort of the ending. The CPU did us
God.
such justice in this year's Elimination
I'm very
Chamber.
happy the way the CPU plays
They're not
in
dumb.
this game. I really am. They don't do random pinfalls.
Fun fact, guys, the game didn't blue screen, but it did crash after.
Oh yeah, thank God. Because if that would have crashed during
so.
the game, I would have lost it. Oh my, I would have lost it. Yeah, first time we've seen the error.
Yeah, that's the first one we've seen, Jesse. But we know they want to see the power rankings. Before we do the power rankings, let's talk about that women's match. Charlotte versus Shotzi.
Charlotte won. Technically, she won.
You guys know what really happened, right? Shotzi deserves another shot. What do I gotta do?
Find it on the next SmackDown.
Shotzi was screwed. She put on a hell of a show, hell of a performance. You asked me, she shouldn't have lost.
I got it. I'll announce it right now. If Shotzi, on the next Friday Night SmackDown, and I'll put this in my notes, Shotzi Blackheart, if you beat Io Shirai in a match, you get Charlotte Flair.
Wow. That is a sharp competition, and that's a big announcement that we'll see on the next SmackDown. Wow. So, Shotzi Black might get one more shot, and you know I'm going to be aiming for her.
Because I gotta be Io. Io's
I gotta be Shotzi.
in the game.
I gotta be Shotzi. And speaking of shots, Jesse, let's get right into it. We were talking about SmackDown, but let's start it off with Raw, because that's gonna be the first show we see coming off of this incredible pay-per-view. And guys, for our first power rankings of the year, number 1. And look at that title in the corner, man. Matt
Looks beautiful.
Riddle is my WWE champion. I can't believe it. He held it last year in the Universal.
Yeah, he's a
Tour.
former WWE champion. So now a 2-time in our Universal.
Let's see if he can hang on to this one. But man, the top of that pool just got so interesting.
Because Roman feels like he got screwed. Edge battled it out. Lashley. He's got a lot of people coming for that title.
You know what?
Especially.
Should I make an announcement?
Go ahead.
The number 1 contenders match for the WWE Championship will be Bobby Lashley versus Edge on a future Monday Night Raw. It won't be on tomorrow night's Monday Night Raw. You know what? It'll be on tomorrow night's Monday Night Raw. Edge versus Bobby Lashley. The winner will take on Riddle at my next pay-per-view. I can't wait to see who Riddle takes on, Jesse. And like we were mentioning with the Usos, they got to come in number 2 and 3. Rhea Ripley, who we haven't seen yet, but I promise a defense is coming soon. Let's see if she could wait for 4 weeks. I don't think she can.
Her and Sasha.
Samoa Joe, another man who we really haven't seen yet. Guys, this is just getting the ball rolling. And
He did cut that very good promo backstage though.
oh yeah, and he wants some competition. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. I want to see him on Monday Night Raw.
I would hope.
I want to see him on Monday Night Raw. I want to see what he could bring. Now, whether he shows up, hey, he got a title to defend, and he'll have some competition. He will. Sasha Banks is number 6. She's my number 1 contenders right now. I can't wait to see that match, and I don't know who's gonna win. They're 2 great women superstars, and I don't know. We've seen the match happen in real life. We've seen it go a few ways. But what's going to happen in the only universe mode that matters, we'll find out this season. Bobby Lashley, Edge, we spoke about them. Morrison, Miz, I had to give them some love. And then some love to Dakota Kai, who was a contender at least. And then Roman Reigns at number 12. Unlike the Usos that we got over here. But Jesse, let's talk about SmackDown.
Yeah. Bring it over to the blue brand. Show those beautiful power rankings right there. Randy Orton, RKO, the punt. It got it done in the Elimination Chamber match. And he is my new, you see it in that corner, the World heavyweight champion.
Looks a little youthful in that photo, I feel.
Yeah, he looks a little. I mean, he looks good. The tattoos. You know, I love Randy Orton, man. It's gonna be a sad day the day he retires.
I can't wait to see the run that he's gonna have, and honestly, I want to see if he can tap in.
I already have his title run in my head. I already do.
I want to see if he can tap in to have another legendary title run, like maybe what we're seeing out of this man right here.
Yeah. Seth Rollins, we discussed this previously with the whole Brock situation, but he's still my United States champion.
Brock at number 4.
And obviously, we're probably going to have to see Seth and Brock again because he threw him into the steps. Like, you can't just do that and you let it go. Unless Brock Lesnar got injured, which I haven't heard anything backstage or anything from all of my my trainers and everything and my staff. So we'll be seeing that match probably very soon again. Charlotte Flair, the Queen, defended her women's championship. But hey,
number 6 is the real number 3.
I announced it. If Shotzi beats Io Shirai on the next Friday Night SmackDown, she will get another match against Charlotte Flair for that title again. Number 4, Brock Lesnar. Number 5, this guy had a great performance in the Chamber. He was one of the last 3. Him, Sheamus, and Randy Orton. I really thought he was going to honestly pull it out because I was obviously Randy Orton. You were Sheamus. I thought the CPU on Legend difficulty would have kind of like wiped the floor with this early on in the pay-per-view. But we're gonna see Drew McIntyre in the future. Don't worry.
Man, I was rooting for him. We got Sheamus at number 7 as discussed.
Number 8 and 9, the Dirty Dogs with a AWGS. It's not DOGS like I thought. But these guys, they're arguably the number 1 contenders for the vacant SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And at number 10 and 11, I could say the same thing because those guys, in my opinion, right now, if I had to put them in a title match, they're definitely in. Like how you treated the Usos, they had the best tag team match on Friday Night SmackDown so far, and we're probably going to be seeing the Dirty Dogs versus Street Profits very soon because, you know what, I'll do another announcement. We will be seeing my SmackDown Tag Team Championships crowned in 2 weeks at my first SmackDown.
Well, will it be one of these teams, Jesse? I don't know, man.
I would imagine.
Possibilities are right now limitless for the future that we hold in the palm of our hands.
And then you see number 12. That's the last one we'll cover. Alexa Bliss beat Beth Phoenix, and I'm not going to forget that. So we'll see what happens on the only universe mode that matters next. Because Friday Night SmackDown, this next episode, it's going to be very special.
Yeah, guys, it is only up from here. So please, like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed Elimination Chamber as much as we enjoyed recording it for you because we had a blast.
Ring the bells, guys. I'm very excited to watch this pay-per-view as a fan, too, because it was a blast watching it. It really was. But ring the bells, guys. Get our updated videos, live streams, and we will see you on
the other side of the universe.
Peace.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand, ooh, and yeah, pop out with the drip and make a fan drool. You could risk it if you want, this ain't no fan duel. Yeah, I'm in a Benz cool, yeah, stepping for the breeze.